Cybertruck, Eric. Are you excited?
Woo, it's coming.
Excellent. Let's talk about some of the news on Bitcoin, man. Talking about Bitcoin, dude, we just breached about 35K. So if you notice, for the year, I think that we doubled already,
Yeah,
100%, right? So we still obviously are not there where we were in the highs, right, on the 65-ish, but it's still going on that in that direction, which is great. So thoughts?
yeah, exactly. So great point there on kind of where we are for the year. If you look from January, I think the low was maybe around 15, maybe it dipped into 14 in some exchanges, but yeah, it's over doubled at this point. So I think for the year, Bitcoin is outperforming pretty much everything. Of course, we're just two dudes on the internet. We're not financial advisors, but it's looking pretty good here for the year. Of course, we're still down from the 70K, but if a lot of that is expected, right? We've talked about the cycles. It goes up, it goes down. It's a 4-year cycle, and we're about to hit this next leg of our upward bullward cycle.
Yeah, and you might be wondering, why is this happening? Well, guess what? Our buddies from Blackrock, there was a rumor. We started with a fake tweet, basically saying the ETF that we actually have been talking about for the past couple months on the pod, that it was alive, which is not. What happened is that they have to do some paperwork to be able to put it in some of the NASDAQ and to be able to, but it's part of the whole process of being able to enroll. There is chances that also could be rejected, right? It's not 100% for real, but it's always progress, right? So, and I think that that's what a lot of the community is investing to, is making a bet that is almost happening. So hence, we see this nice increase.
Yeah, there was a lot of excitement around it. I mean, now the people in the know, they're saying, okay, it's like in the 90% chance of happening at this point. But I thought another thing that I noticed about this is, like, you know, in the listings where they showed like it, I think they call it IBTC, which is the BlackRock name that's going to be out there. They had all the others also started to be listed as well. So I mean, that's another indicator. Like, we had, you know, there were rumors that were saying that they're all going to get approved at the same time, all the different applications. Like, it's starting to look like that could be the case. So it's not going to just be BlackRock, but it's going to be some of these other companies.
Yeah, Fidelity and all of the big titans, right? Vanguard, probably, whatever. Right? So I think that also is sparking the news for the bull, right? The bull run. So just for those that are not very familiar, there are multiple animals that they call them for the stocks, right? Like, you have the bulls or you have the bears, right? And this has been all. If you go to New York, there is a bull in Wall Street, and it gives a reference to the prices going up, and basically, literally the bull and like the symbol to keep pushing, right, and going up. And you have the bears that usually is like moving you or like trying to push you away, right? Like with the claws. And also you have the pigs, the ones that they don't make money.
The ones that buy high, sell low.
That's right. They literally do the opposite that they're supposed to do, right? Like, and there is a saying in Wall Street, right? Bulls make money, bears make money, and but pigs get slaughtered. Yeah. So don't be a pig.
Don't be a pig. Yeah, that's true. And like they say, so you can make money while Bitcoin's going up, and you can make money while Bitcoin's going down. So in this case, like, there's people that are shorting Bitcoin, right? they're able to short it, or that have short positions, and they're basically making a bet that Bitcoin was going to go down. So at the time, I think Bitcoin was around between the 24 to 26K range or something like that, and people were calling for Bitcoin to go down to like another
17
level,
or 15, yeah.
17, 18K, something like that. But instead, it went the opposite way because of this fake news, the fake tweet that went out, and actually it caused like $325 million in liquidation. So people that had their bets for
Yeah.
Bitcoin to be going down, they all got liquidated, and so now that's why there's a little bit more upward pressure, and we're still above 30, but not quite above 35 anymore. But it's still holding above the 200-week simple moving average.
Yeah, and I think that if it will be a sequence of events, if when this thing gets approved, as you say, a very high chance that it will happen. I'm more curious when they're gonna start incorporating into the baskets, like maybe the Nasdaq, where maybe a chunk, 2%, 3% of the Nasdaq is just crypto, which does literally almost a good portion of the whole stock market, right? So, which it will, a lot of the people that they are holding, hodlers, they are gonna continue to keep it, right? A lot of these people, they don't want to sell it, right? So then that will mean that they have all of these and they have this demand. Guess what? Price, in my opinion, will continue to go up because hodlers are gonna continue keep it, right? So we'll see the dynamic, and the price will tell us the story. So, but yeah, that was good news for Bitcoin.
For sure. And for those of y'all that are looking for a little bit of price prediction action here, I'm not that great at predicting it. Otherwise, I would already have
$1 million, baby.
$1 million. But a lot of people are saying in this cycle, kind of conservative feel is 250K. A lot of people are saying 350 to 400K, and then some people are even saying because of this ETF and because of this, a lot of people investing, the big institutional players investing, it could hit $1 million in this cycle. So I mean, that's a little bit out there, but still, that's kind of the range that people are seeing right now for predictions.
Quote me myself, which I think that is, if you see the previous cycles, it doubles uh, the last high. So my number is 120. So we'll see. Obviously, I will not complain if it goes to 1 million. So I will be happily admitted, yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it at this point. So between 120 and $1 million, I know that's a big range, but
Yeah.
you just don't know what the cycles. The cycles rhyme, but they're not always the same. So just keep that in mind. So pretty exciting things, anyways, here for Bitcoin specifically.
Yeah, yeah, and this is my guess is as good as any guess, right? So I think that it's like even the hurricanes, right? Like it's very similar where you try to have models and everything, and suddenly it's just kind of like happens overnight, right? This fake tweet. So I think that is just matter of trying to understand your own strategy. If like we have mentioned it before, usually a lot of the benefits come when you are waiting, right? Like it's silly to expect when you're putting a seed and it will just give you fruits next day, right? Similar here, just keep buying, maybe DC8, right? And at some point, maybe it's a million, maybe it's not.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we'll keep y'all updated, and maybe that's one of the things that we can do in a future episode is we look at what are some of the models out there that are being used to try and predict some of this Bitcoin. I know there's a lot of popular ones, and we can maybe cover some of those.
Sure. And obviously, because we always talk about Bitcoin and Tesla, there are also news about Tesla. So, Cybertruck, Eric, are you excited?
Woo, it's coming. So, if y'all haven't heard, there's an official kind of launch date now. It's November 30th for the Cybertruck. It's right around the corner. We got basically another month for it. So, I'm pretty excited about it. It's been a long time coming. I guess it's been we're talking about from November 2019 to November of 2023. That's 4 years since the original announcement to actual first delivery. So pretty excited about that. What do you think, Mando?
I mean, I think that they are allowing people to come to their shareholders for a lottery. So maybe I also have some stocks there. So um, maybe I should be able to attend in person. Do you think that might happen in Austin, or do you know where it will happen?
I think it's going to be in Austin. So, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I also got some Tesla stocks. So, we need to go enter that lottery. Maybe we can make it in. I think they give you a +1. So, if I make it, I'll see if I can convince Sandra to take you. So we'll see. But yeah, that'll be a good plan. I'm gonna see it. Throw my hat in the ring. See if I can get an invitation to the event. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, the prices. I'm actually curious if they're gonna honor the 40K price, right? Which is it's not bad compared to the other trucks, man. Like I was looking like the Raptor is like 100K, right, for a Ford truck. Sorry, Ford.
Yeah.
I will redeem if you guys give us a sponsorship.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll get a Raptor too. Yeah, the Ford sponsorship.
But I think that that price is very decent, right? Like I think that hopefully we start seeing some of these prices start coming down. Um, I don't know because for me, if they're not like super like luxury cars, 100K doesn't resonate with me, right? But again, 40K, even 50K, solid price. We'll see what are the odds of that happening.
For sure. Well, here's the thing. So when they announced the 40K or the $39,900 truck, they said that was going to be the single motor. So like just the one motor. It's kind of their base model, right? At the initial announcement, they said there's going to be this base one, single motor. They said there would be a dual motor for an extra 10K. So basically 49.9K or 50,000. And then they said there would be a tri motor,
For the
which would
100K.
then be well, it would be an extra 20K on top of that. So it would be 69,900. But with inflation and everything over the years, there's a rumor out there that the tri motor or the three motor one will actually be closer to 100K, or they're saying 98,900. So they're saying that is going to be the tri motor cost, which would be basically a 30K increase in price from the 70K up to 100K. So that would be a big increase. That's almost a 50% increase in the price, right?
It will knock down. I mean, there is a lot of people. I believe the last time that I checked the list, it was like 5 million people waiting in the waiting list. I think that if it goes into that price, it will knock down a good portion because a lot of people, they're not paying on cash. Then they have loans. Then increase the loan, right? Like for 5 years, 6 years type of a loan, you're going to have to pay depend on right now with 8% interest rates.
Yeah,
So it will be like 2K type of it's like your mortgage, right?
yeah, exactly. That's a bit goofy at that point, and so yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with the reservations. I know with these latest rumors, a lot of people started canceling their reservation, which I think it's kind of funny at this point because it's like, well,
Yeah.
okay, you got one more month to wait to find out what the pricing is. Why are you going to cancel your $100 reservation over rumors? Is kind of
Is there a second market for the spots?
actually there is. So I was
Really?
reading, and some people are selling their reservations for $10,000. So
Oh, wow.
if you're interested, and I think also Tesla auctioned off the first Cybertruck for $400,000. So I mean, you're seeing some ranges here for what people are willing to pay. So, and another thing, actually, the $80,000 tax incentive, basically. There's an incentive right now. If you buy an electric vehicle and it comes in under $80,000, you will get an instant $7,500 tax incentive when you buy it. So for an $80,000 truck, you'll only have to pay $72,500 for it. So, I mean, there's a little bit of incentive there for Tesla to keep the truck under that 80K price range. So I think a lot of people are just assuming the dual motor is going to fall under that 80K, and you might be able to get one for 72,500.
Okay. Excellent. So we'll stay tuned on the news for the Tesla Cybertruck.